Come on, bounce around.
I don't want to bounce around.
Bounce around. The road is so tough. We're gonna make it, I promise. Have faith. Don't give up. Squirrel! Welcome to Wildfire Adventures. You are in our home for whenever we go camping. So now Hayden, we're in a rooftop tent. Hayden likes to sleep in a ground tent. I don't mind ground tents, but I've kind of graduated to a rooftop tent. So this is and we're not sponsored by any of these folks, but this is a OVS, or Overland Vehicle Systems Nomadic 3. I like the mattress. A lot of people don't like the mattress. I think some people are just spoiled, I guess. But the mattress is nice. It's 2.5, 3 inches thick. It's got a removable cover on it. You can wash it. You can, air it out to dry. Whatever you got to do to it, it's fine. This one has a queen size bed. You can get them larger, but this is a regular queen size bed. So there's lots of room. I'm not, I got lots of room everywhere. So no problems. And eventually Kimberly will have her side and I'll have my side. Other than that, it's been great. It's got a sewn-in skylight up here right into the rain cover. Some rooftop tents do, some don't. I really wanted that. That's why I chose this one. So last time we went camping, up here it was raining to bejesus, and we didn't get wet. And most of them now come with LED strip lighting and all this other stuff, and that's fine. This one did as well, but I was also looking for something with plenty of vents to cut down the condensation in the morning. So, other than that, I also wanted to make sure that the frame itself was covered by canvas. And if you look right here, that frame is covered by canvas. Again, cuts down, or material, it's like a ripstop, cuts down on that condensation. So, and it helps with general wear and tear of the tent. It's got windows all the way around. We have this one closed, but it's got windows all the way around. It's got the skylight, so you can get a lot of airflow, and I love that. Also, it is a fairly chilly day out and very windy. And what do you not hear? Wind. You don't hear any wind up here. This is a really great tent for wind. And it's not cold, is it, Hayden?
No, it's nice.
It's very pleasant up here. I wouldn't even feel that bad wearing a t-shirt, probably. So, not bad. We don't pack heavy up here. We have our one of our power supplies up here, but we don't really need that. This right here kind of takes care of any, oh crap, I forgot to charge my phone. Oh crap, I got to charge my laptop. Things like that. It takes AC power. It takes all your USB connections right there. It's got a tire inflator in it and a jump box. Is that going to be probably up here? No, we were just up here checking out the LED strip lighting, and it works fine. So that's going to go back. What's your favorite part about up here, Hayden?
I like that I can see everything.
You can see everything. There's windows all the way around you. Again, we don't have this one open. Speaking of that, if you didn't want to see anything, all you have to do is shut these windows. They're a really thick fabric, and it doesn't let a lot of light through. It's great. So if I can't sleep during the day, so I would, close up all the windows, and it stays nice and dark in here. Price point: you can spend a lot of money on these tents, all the way up, well beyond $5,000 on a rooftop tent. We didn't go that route because this is our first one, and I wanted to see what I liked and what I didn't like. So far, I'm not butthurt about this tent at all. I really, really like it. And the price point is coming right into that $1,500 mark. Yes, you can find them cheaper. Yes, you can find them more expensive. But let me tell you, the experience that I've had with the folks at Overland Vehicle Systems has been phenomenal. So until they start sucking, I'm going to stay with them. Okay, and if you have any questions at all, just ask, and we'll take care of it. We'll see what we can do. All right, so first thing is first. This is a 2020 Jeep Gladiator. It's a great truck. If we want to do a quick walk around, or at least a little side by on it, we haven't done a lot of modifications on it. And I know there's a lot of people that either you really like these trucks or you really don't. I really like it. I think it's a great truck. Now, we've put BFG KO2s on it. I love that tire. I know there's a lot of people that like the Patagonias or the this or the that, but I like the BFG KO2s. I'm interested possibly trying out the KO3s when I get enough money. So, we haven't done any lifts on it. It may look like it, but we haven't. There's no lift on it whatsoever. We don't plan on doing rock crawling. We don't plan on doing any of that kind of stuff. Just because you're going to do a little overlanding doesn't mean you're going to do rock crawling. Right. So, biggest regret on the Jeep Gladiator, there's two of them. Number one, I got the manual. I got the stick shift. I got the millennial theft protection device. Right? Stick shift. Fun to drive, but, you know, I'm over it. Plus, there's a huge clutch recall on these, and nobody seems to have the parts. Thanks, Jeep. And then number two is I don't like the sideboards or the rock sliders that I bought for these. Man, they're rusting out quick. And these things are only 4 years old. They shouldn't be rusting out that quick. All right. But I can always take them off. I can live with it. Just walking around the outside of it again. We're keeping it fairly simple. We got some photo packs. They're not roto packs, or the fake roto packs. They're the photo packs. But we got the locking pieces and parts on them. Yep. It's good stuff. So, back to the tent though. When we look at the tent, it's just your standard soft shell rooftop tent. Nice thick fabric. It's got the tension rods for the window awnings. Works great. It's your standard meat and potatoes rooftop tent. Now, I can tell you one thing, is that if you're short, you're going to have some problems. And we'll get to that in a second. It's got a telescoping ladder. I didn't like the slide style that you found on some of the other rooftop tents, that they kind of like slid together almost like an extension ladder. I didn't like that. I wanted the telescoping ladder. And so that was another thing I had to have. Also, what I like are these boot bags. It came with two of them. And let me tell you, there's some cool stuff that OVS sent. Am I looking through the ladder rungs?
Yes.
There's some cool stuff that OVS sent along with it that I never asked for. One of those things that they made like a little ramp that goes over your hood and then down to the ground if you have a smaller vehicle for your vehicle for your pets. That's brilliant. And it's a little piece of fabric that goes over so that you don't have the claw marks from your animals on your hood, which I thought was cool. I don't need it because Peabody can't climb. What I didn't like is the fact that OVS didn't send enough steaks. So I went and I made my own. And I made my own steaks. Way better quality that you're going to buy in any store. They're a really great steak. It's not like the technology's really tough to make one. It's a hooked piece of rod with a sharpened end on it. Something flat. Now, please, don't be that person that you can use a rock, but why? Just take a hammer. You're gonna need it. If I had a hammer, you take a hammer with you. Free. Found it. If not, you can spend $1 at the Goodwill or a yard sale. You can do all that stuff. You don't need to spend a whole bunch of money on a hammer. It's a hammer. It hits things. It's a striking tool. I'm not a tall man. And neither is Peabody. So here we go to our Peabody's problems. So Peabody is short and he's off balance and he is not quite level to the ground. That's Peabody. That's his problems. So are my problems sometimes. I'm kind of short. I'm a little rotund. I'm not quite level to the ground. So what do we do if we are on unlevel surfaces? Believe it or not, the Gladiator is actually on a bit of a hill right now. It's actually quite a bit of a hill. So we had to level it out. Those are leveling blocks. And they're pretty cheap. They're like Legos. And I was able to do it by myself because Hayden was nowhere to be found and everything else like that. And they come in like a little package like this. I don't know the name brand. What's the name brand? Camco. For all of your leveling needs, get Camco. No, I'm joking. I don't know who those people are. And so, anyhow, you see it below the ladder to make the ladder nice and level, and they stack up and they go right back into this little zippy pouch. Easy peasy, not a big deal. So that helps us to stay level. What about height? Well, favorite thing ever. It's just a little stool that folds out. Doesn't take up a lot of room, folds right out. You don't have to find a special place to put it, and it does what it's supposed to do. Where do those steps go? Well, they go up. And I go up. And when I'm done being up, and I can reach everything I need to reach, I come down. It's pretty nice. That is essentially that. Take time to think about those little extra things that you need. Do I need some extra tent stakes? We've got gusts right now that were reported at 30-mile-an-hour gusts today. I believe it. You feel the gusts. They're blowing pretty good. I staked down the tent. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Now, would I buy a different tent in the future? As of right now, no. I really like this one. I might do a hard-sided one in the future, if it's just me or if it's just Kimberly and I, which it normally would be anyway. But I really like this tent. I'm still in love with it, so I don't want to get rid of it just yet. You know, that's how we do things. We love things, and then when we're done loving them, we'll just get rid of them.